Dealing with breakups is hard. I feel like they don't come very often for a lot of people. You know, some of us may have never been in a relationship before, and some of us may have been in 10. So I think it varies from person to person, but on average, I think by the age of 18, you only experience one or two breakups. And I just experienced my second. I definitely dealt with it my own way. This one was officially a relationship. Our generation has talking stages, situationships, and the sorts, and I've had my fair share of those. This specific experience I want to talk about comes from somebody I only talked to for about a month. This is Covey from the brain. So Covey reminds me of Lara Jean from To All the Boys I've Ever Loved Before. Although we spent a short amount of time together, I'd say she's had one of the biggest impacts on my life. And I say this because I'll always remember this one moment we had. This was during high school. I'm currently graduated, but I still remember this. At this point, we ran out of things to talk about. You know, we talked about the basics, like family stuff. I guess religion isn't too basic, but we briefly touched on religion. You know, we touched on hobbies and shows we like to watch. Ironically, To All the Boys I've Ever Loved Before was one of the catalysts that kind of helped our relationship build a little bit. And we kind of bonded over that too. I remember I used to make these little notes, like gum wrappers, and then you like write something in it and then make it into a heart. That was cute. It was never anything like big or crazy, just small little things. I think in the movie it was similar. There's something similar to that too. So it was cute how I could kind of take inspiration from that. But anyways, I'll tell you guys the interaction now. It was passing period. And at my school, passing periods were 7 minutes. And it took us about 2 minutes to group up together. So we had a total of 5 minutes together. And this one day, we were kind of just standing there in silence. The ambience around us, kids walking and talking, and there we were, just facing each other, leaning against the wall. I remember I was looking west and she would look east. That's always how it was. And that particular day, I said, it's kind of funny how we stand here in silence now. We kind of have nothing to talk about now. Don't you think that's weird? And her response was, maybe it's weird, but I like spending my passing period with you, even if it's in silence. Keyword silence. You stand there in silence. And yeah, I remember she said that. And I don't know if I smiled in person, but in my head I was grinning cheek to cheek, man. I just thought that was so beautiful. Her saying that just elicited so much happiness out of me. And from that day on, I knew that type of feeling and that experience is what I was looking for. Ever since that day, I think I would subconsciously think about the silence. And, for future my future relationships, I would think about how they could hate the silence that I love so much. And that's really hard, because some people can't be in silence. Some people find it awkward and find it unbearable. Imagine that. Somebody you like finding something you love unbearable. It's sad. It's sad. And with that person, it's not that I reminisce about her, or I don't reminisce about her as the person, but I reminisce about the experience and the feeling. I think we as people, We carry feelings and experiences in us, in our souls. It's embedded. Some experiences and some memories, not even memories, just some experiences and feelings will never leave us. They're engraved. They leave a mark on you. They leave an impact. It taught me one of the layers of foundation for my relationships, and how I love that comforting feeling of silence sometimes. And being able to be comfortable with another person in that silence, it's unmatched for me. I guess the key takeaway is find your feelings, find your experiences, and know what leaves an impact on you. I want you to think about an experience that you just can't forget. And may it be negative, may it be positive, may it be sad. Just think about how it's been embedded in you, and how that's shaped your life from then on. It's been 11 minutes. This video is supposed to be like 4. So it's probably gonna be yap. But yeah, let's see it. Don't forget the ones that leave an impact on you. Okay, bye.